and welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. I'm one of your hosts, Des, and that is your other host,
Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Hello, Des.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah, how have you been? I feel like we've seen each other a little bit outside of work, but also at work a lot more than usual. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, do you want to tell them about what we did, maybe?
Yeah, we went to a baseball game with work
Mm-hmm.
for the Aces.
Yeah. Then they ended up winning, right?
Yes, yeah.
I didn't stay the whole time, but you did, and you saw the fireworks.
Yes.
Were they so beautiful?
Yeah, they played music during them too. Just like
What kind
a
of
random,
music?
like literally a mix. I literally told our friend, I was like, dude, this is like that little like mix they do on a radio station to shows you what songs they play on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so
Wow, that's crazy. They should let you do it.
they should
That
have.
would
They
have been
should have.
sick. Um, yeah,
So
I
we
got
did
to see
that.
some people I don't usually get to
Yeah,
see. You see some of them
a little
more
more than you, but
often.
I
Yeah,
haven't in a
but
while.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so it was nice to see them kind of catch up or just to know that they're doing well, you know. Um
Yes.
um it was nice spending time with you. We had funny little moments
Yeah.
up until there.
Yeah.
We I mean, do you want to tell 'em?
You can tell. You can tell.
Okay, we were in a parking garage. We had just parked, and we
Yes.
decided, obviously, to use the elevator. And I don't know what we were distracted with, but we got in the elevator. We went
Yeah.
down, and then we're about to walk out, and Jess is like,
Oh no, the tickets.
yeah, and she's like, "There's in the car," and I was like, "Oh." So then we get in the elevator, and I'm like, "Wait,
What floor
what
are we
floor
at?
were we on?" And we didn't even think to like look
No.
or note about it,
No.
which is so funny. And it took us like a
Like
minute,
it was, yeah, I think it was for sure like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
yeah, trying
Yeah.
to find the floor. And there was like people getting on and off. It was just
Yeah.
kind of was like,
It was hectic.
yeah, a little bit, but it's also hilarious.
Yeah.
But we ended up finding it, obviously, getting the tickets.
Yes. Floor number 7.
Heck yeah, it was yellow.
Yep. Yep.
That's so funny. The guy who like charges us for like getting into the parking garage, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
He was like,
Swiping my debit card.
yeah, and what did he
It
say?
wasn't going through, so he tried once and then he tried twice, and I was like, he's like, I guess this is a sign I need to go home. I was like, yeah, but just let us in the parking lot first.
Yeah.
And then he tried it again and it went through. And he's like, oh, he's like, okay, after the third time, I just let them go for free. And I was like, dang it.
Yeah, like only one more away. That's so
Yeah.
funny. But it was good times. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah. After,
Mm-hmm.
our friends had also parked on the same floor, and like the lines to get into the parking structure were so long, and they're like, should we take the stairs? And we were like, okay, yeah, let's go. And we all get on the stairs. Holy moly, what a trek.
7 flights.
Yeah, none of us were ready. We were like, we were killing it. We were like up 2, 3, 4, 5, and like right around the 6, everyone was like slowing down. And then when we got to the 7, everyone's like wobbling out of breath.
That's
And
so
then I was like,
funny.
damn, dude, I was not prepared for the stairs.
Yeah.
And our other friend was like, I haven't been to the gym in months. I was like, you're good. But it was so funny.
Yeah.
When we went in, I was like, come on, guys, never skip leg day. And this older mom thought it was hilarious and started dying and then like looked at me and she's like, you're so funny.
That's
And I was
cute.
like, thanks. I was just making a,
Yeah.
leg day joke.
Yeah, leg day joke for
I was like,
sure.
no one else laughed, but I'm glad it hit someone that hard. So
Yeah, someone thinks it's funny, right?
yeah. And then after, we went for a round of bowling at round 1, which was fun.
And what place did you win?
I got second.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, second's pretty good. Who won? One of our friends.
Yes, the one that was matching with her partner.
Nice. I
Yeah.
expect nothing
She was
less.
like in the bottom for a while.
Yeah.
Her partner was last, and then we ended up splitting up the lane, so there's 4 on one and 3 on the other. And the other person on our lane, me and them were like pretty neck and neck. And then like I was in the lead for a little bit, then they were, and then we both like accidentally like hit gutters a few times, and then just like our other friend just made it to the top. By like one point I was like sick.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun.
How's your week been?
It's been all right. You know, I've been spending a lot more time with my little sister.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Me too.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. It's nice to hang out with them.
Yeah.
She cracks me up. She's hilarious.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
I know. And the dogs have been enjoying having her around too. I think.
That's nice.
Yeah. I've just kind of been getting dubs on Fortnite.
Same.
You know, I've been reading a little bit. Heck yeah. I've been drawing a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely been going outside.
Good. Reading?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been reading a little bit.
Nice.
I started, you know, trying to just be a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what is it called? Like with intent or whatever.
Yeah.
Like thinking of things with intent.
Yeah.
That's one of them, along with my mushroom coffee. So that I'm still going strong on that, y'all. And I love it so far, honestly.
Nice. Okay, now that you said that, that reminded me. My brother also tried that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, and how'd you like it? And he was like, I quit after the second day. And he did the chai.
Yeah, see, and I was, and my thing is that I don't like coffee, so I was like, oh, let me switch it to the chai after this pack to see if I'll like the chai better. So now I'm a little bit worried, but maybe I'll like it.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know
also I'm
like
gonna,
how much my brother
zhuzh it
really
up.
likes chai.
Yeah, I'll zhuzh it up.
But yeah, I was like, he had mentioned something about it, and I was like, oh, it's Jose from Brother Let's Talk. He was like, oh, he's like, why didn't you bring up that I tried it? I was like, my bad.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't know if that was the one you tried or not.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a different couple of brands, you know. So I was taking, something else that happened this week is I was taking my Callie, my dog, to the groomers.
Yes.
And I'm walking in with her. She's on a leash. And the door is so heavy.
Oh, no, yeah.
I hate that, honestly, because I'm really weak, I think. And it's, like, kind of hard because it's, like, you have to get in and also let your dog in, but also walk in. But if you let go of the door, it's obviously going to close on you.
Yes.
It's really heavy. So it's, like, a whole maneuver, right? So I try to open this door, and I see some dude. And I don't really even see his dog because I'm so focused on his face. It's so close to, like, where the door is. So I'm like, oh, he's, like, about to walk out. So I back up. And then I let the door close. And then he doesn't walk out. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's, like... Because when I got my dogs the last time, their harnesses were not on.
Okay.
So I had to, like, clip them, and they were, like, running around and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe that's what's happening. I'm going to give him a minute to, like, get his dog situated. Okay, and then I'm, like, waiting, and then Callie's, like, just being patient, and then I try to open the door again, because I'm like, okay, by this time, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can just stand there. I don't know. Maybe he's going to check out with someone else, and I'll just hand my dog off, whatever it is. And he's like, ma'am. And I'm like, what? What's happening? And then I look at him, and he's like, you need to pick up your dog. You need to pick up your dog. My dog is 50-50 with other dogs. It's 50-50 with other dogs. And I'm like, what? So I, like, close the door, and I pick up my dog.
Yeah.
And I pick up Callie, and he opens the door, and he comes out with this cute but pretty big pit bull, which is like
Yeah.
not its fault it's a pit bull, but he's like really cute.
Yeah.
And then it does jump up at Callie in my arms.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was being aggressive or if it was just sniffing her,
Excited, yeah.
But also his energy was probably not helping in the
Yeah.
situation.
He was like, whoa, why is your butt up there, Hop?
And like, I'm like, what the hell? Because like, dude, honestly, like, what compels somebody to bring in if you think your dog might attack someone else's dog,
Yeah.
why are you bringing them into a very populated dog area, which is a groomer's?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And
did he have a muzzle on?
No.
Okay.
No. And so anyway, we go in and then they're like, oh, sorry about that. And I'm like, okay. And then when I go to pick up Callie, I say, hey, just like, what was up with that? Like, does he like come here? Like, is his dog groomed here? Or like, because I don't know. I kind of want to know if there's a dog who's like 50-50 with other dogs hanging
like,
around my dog, So I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, we've groomed that dog in the past, but the problem is that he just wants to walk in and just have like an immediate time slot when none of us can do that. We're always booked out.
Yeah.
And like also he was drunk, it smelled like.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, so like I'm sorry you had to deal with that. And I was like, I mean, like in the end it's cool because nothing happened.
Yeah.
Which I'm grateful for, but like also like dang. So anyway, Callie looks super cute and she's nice and clean. So all in all, pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, have you been up to anything else?
Last night, Jenny came over for a little bit and then we watched The Woman in the Yard.
Oh yeah, was it good?
I liked it.
Okay, it doesn't sound like super good.
It was no, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta check it out. Let me know what you think. It's on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Oh, okay. I don't have Peacock.
Oh, it's just interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting in a good way? Yeah. You seem like kind of like you don't sound like it's good, but you're saying good things.
It's a mind boggle for sure.
Okay. Does that mean like what? Like you're confused still, or like it clears it up, or what? Kind of. There's some loose ends. Like what?
I get. I don't want to say it. It'll like.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But right off the bat, I can clock evil stuff so quick. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but I liked it. It was good, but it was yeah, I think it's definitely the end threw me for a loop. So like if you're watching it, put your guys' phone down and like really like lock in to like see what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I had to keep going back. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Did she like it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. And besides that, video called with my friend that's far away.
That's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
That's always nice. Got 2 in this weekend so far. So
nice.
Yes, that was fun. Did that for a few hours and stuff. But besides that, not really. Not that I can think of. I have been reading a little bit more, like a page here and there.
Yeah, nice. Anything's better than nothing.
Yep. Finally clocking through that one chapter. Bowling. Oh, we got piercings.
Oh yeah, duh. I totally was like not even there. I was like, what else?
Yeah, before the game, we got off of work early and it was International Piercing Day.
And so we had to go support our favorite piercing place.
Yes.
Who was doing a kind of a deal where it was like a lowered piercing fee.
Yes.
So we decided to go on a whim.
And luckily the line was not big when we got there.
No, it was kind of like if you had an appointment.
Yeah.
It was like that.
But like when we got out of there, it was so packed in there. I was dude, we went at the perfect time.
Yes, and that's the crazy, because you know what? when we got there, there was only 2 parking spaces left.
Yeah.
And we both parked there.
Yes.
And I was
yeah.
like, that's perfect. Like, I feel like this is the wait time right here.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah. And I think I got a, what is it called? Septum. And it's like little spikes. And it's also like fuchsia.
Yes,
And then what'd
it's
you get?
super cute.
Yeah, thank you.
What is this called? A
A
vertical
Virgo Labret.
Labret?
Labret was
No,
something.
potato,
tomato.
potato. Yeah.
That's like we both did different
Yeah,
ones with the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Yes, and it's
And mine are blue opals.
and it matches your, what is that one called?
My Medusa.
Her Medusa, which is like, it's just perfect. It's so
Yeah,
cute.
thanks.
We gotta like eventually. I gotta update some things. I feel like our
Okay.
sticker has to be updated.
Dude, I was literally I gave a coworker that's leaving our company like the last little sticker.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was like, if you look closely, all of our piercings are on there. And they looked and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
definitely got
and I was like, if we
update
get
it.
more stickers out soon, it's gonna be like updated hair, piercings, whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yes.
100%. Um,
And then speaking of that, like coworker, I'm so sad because it's been like a short period of time since I switched to your shift.
yeah.
And like that is like directly one of my leads for the position I'm in.
Right.
And so we've got to work a lot together, and they're only there the one day out of the week that I'm there, and we've gotten really close, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, if I knew you were this cool, I would have tried to get to know you a lot sooner. And I was like, wow. I was
Yeah.
like, boo.
Yeah.
I was like, crazy that they didn't think I was already awesome or couldn't just tell right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, really sad about that. He's the engineer that broke my heart.
That's so funny. Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. From what I've gotten to meet of him or whatever, he's in a band.
Yes.
And what is their names?
In the works? Question mark.
And you've played me some of their music.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
you actually have some CDs also.
I do have some CDs. Yes, also autographs.
Yeah. So heck yeah, check them out because they are on Spotify.
Yeah, and they were my recommendation for song last week.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So check them out. And I think there's like rumors about us maybe doing something special with a band.
Yes, yeah.
A band member. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, so stay tuned for that. Cooking
Yeah.
up some fire.
Definitely. That's very cool. It's cool that to know someone so talented.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like I don't know about you guys, but me personally, all of my friends are so talented, whether that's making music, producing, mixing, making art, being hairstylists, being nail techs, being teachers, being like, I don't know, I feel like everyone's just like super smart and talented in my circle, and that's just, I
That's
hope
awesome.
everyone is in yours too, and I hope your friends and family inspire you guys to keep growing, because I know you guys always inspire me. Like, Des, one of my favorite artists, she's so cute. And her, like, besides like drawing, guys, her makeup is always so good. She does like the most like super cool eyeshadow, and her eyeliner is always so sharp. I always try to do my eyeliner as sharp as hers, and I just can never. And she doesn't even like, I feel like she doesn't even try. When she does quick makeup, it just looks that good all the time. And I just want you guys to know that.
Wow. Honestly, I'm blown away. I'm stunned, honestly.
You're stunned?
I'm a little stunned. I wasn't expecting that right now.
Oh.
I appreciate it very much. So
Yeah.
thank you very much,
Yeah,
Jess. It's
of
very
course.
sweet of you.
Yes, yeah. I know. So I was just talking about my great friends. I was like, let me highlight some of you.
That's so sweet of you, Jess.
Oh yeah, and speaking of how sweet Des is, she got
What?
me these cute little
Oh.
blue heart earrings that are so cute. They're like blue green, kind of opally looking, super cute.
Yeah, I got them at the little fair. Where did I talk about that the last episode?
No, because that was just this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tell us about your experience.
It's kind of embarrassing,
Oh,
but
then don't talk about it.
yeah, but there was a part of it where they have a little market, and I walked around, and in the center, it's where they do the monster trucks and stuff. You been to that?
Monster Jam?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Have you been to like what else did you do there? I don't know. But anyway, it's like a thing and then it's a pit with dirt in it.
Yeah, they do
And
like the circus there sometimes.
oh really? Okay,
Mhm.
well then probably where the circus is at, like in
Yeah.
the middle. And they had like horses and stuff.
Hmm.
And I smelled so much like freaking doo doo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like right there next to the market where where some food's at, and I was like, dang,
Okay.
like I don't know how
Okay.
y'all are eating right now, but okay. And then but they had like some pretty cool little like self-made stuff,
Yeah.
little stores. That one of the ladies came all the way from Texas.
Okay, cool.
And I was like, okay,
Well,
that's cool.
it is a spectacle, the Reno Rodeo. So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do travel for that. I feel like Reno hosts a lot of like events where people come far. Like I remember last year I met this guy who like got his plane either shipped on a boat or on a plane to be in hot August nights and be in the parades and stuff. And he was from Hawaii, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Just like I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, oh, hot August nights in Reno. I'm going.
Right.
I'm like shipping my car and everything. Like that's crazy.
That is really crazy, the dedication.
Yes.
But yeah, well, I mean, I think it's put on by like, or at least yeah, I think the rodeo is put on by some company that goes to a couple different
Nice.
states. So it's probably all in connection with that too. And like,
Yeah.
but yeah, there was some guy there who did like these beautiful paintings, like, and then he frames them himself, and
Yeah.
they're
Did you get
so
like an
nice.
Instagram or something?
I got his card.
Okay,
I did get
nice.
his card, but I
Nice.
don't know the name right now off the top
Yeah.
of my head. But he had these rings. So I got a couple rings myself, and then right next to him was this guy who was like watching me, and I feel like he thought I was gonna steal.
That's annoying.
It was annoying, but it's also annoying because then I found those earrings there, and I was like, ugh,
You're like,
perfect for Jess.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's because I have to buy it now. And like, he's going to feel vindicated because he's going to feel like, yeah, because I watched her. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But it's fine because I think they look really good on you. I'm glad
Thanks.
you like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it was great. I went with friend of the pod, Virginia, and their partner, and we had a great time. Some highlights were the Ferris wheel. Before we got on, somebody was on there throwing money from their thing.
Nice. Did you catch any?
No, it went the total opposite direction.
Dang it, that's so
I
annoying.
know.
I'm like, why is it the universe? Anytime anyone's throwing free money, I just miss them.
I know. And so when we got on, we're like up there, and Virginia's partner says something, and we're like, what? And we kind of like look down, and there's someone bleeding.
Oh, dang.
And like on the floor, and we're like, what is going on down there? And then we think a fight happened, or maybe they fell.
Okay.
And Virginia's like, Destiny, you shouldn't be on this ride. You should be down there for your CPR. And I said, how am I gonna help him with my
Oh
CPR?
my gosh, that's so funny.
So funny. We got down there, and I saw the dude. He was like an older man. He was just bleeding out of his face really bad. I don't know if he fell or if someone hit him. I think
Okay.
he most likely fell because he was probably drunk. A lot of people get drunk there because like after that, the days after that, people were getting into so many fights there. People were getting arrested.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then, yeah, so glad I wasn't involved in any of those or around any of those because
Good.
that would have been uncomfortable. But yeah, it was pretty cool because I got those and stuff. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Oh my God, the nachos.
What?
So I don't always get nachos because I mean, to me, it's kind of just like it's okay. It's chips and cheese, right? Like whatever. It's kind of hard for me to spend a lot of money on something that's so not, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
so, but at the fair, it's you get nachos. Like I don't know, you just do just like you get a churro or you get a like whatever. You always have a thing you get.
Okay.
Nachos is mine, and so I'm like, oh, I gotta get a nachos. I gotta get a nachos. And Virginia's like, yeah, but they don't even put jalapenos on them. And I was like, what? Well, why not? And I was like, maybe I can ask for them.
Yeah.
And she's like, maybe. And so then time comes to finally go get nachos. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about it the entire time. The entire time. We finally go get some food. I'm like, I'm getting nachos. So good. These nachos had chili on them, cheese on them. They had jalapenos on them. Oh my God, they were so loaded and there was so much. I just felt
Nice.
like I don't know. It was the perfect amount of everything. There was some like extra jalapenos left and like there'd be a little bit of like chili left and it was just like the perfect food snack.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad.
It was really, really good. I didn't get like funnel cake, but I wish I kind
Yeah.
of did.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Um, what else did I get? I did get a churro, but that's pretty much it.
Nice.
I didn't want to spend too much there because honestly, the food was so expensive,
Yeah.
obviously, and I was like, I had just ate anyway before that, but it's fine.
Nice. I'm glad your nachos are so delicious.
They were so delicious. Yeah. I would have been fine if it was just the chips, cheese, and jalapenos, but the chili really
Yeah.
was like, and the
Yes.
jalapenos were so good because I've been so disappointed with people's jalapenos lately.
Dang. Yeah.
Like the fucking movie theater.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, our Cinemarks around here have started using jalapeno bags
Yes.
instead
Pre-made.
of packaging canned
Their own, yeah.
jalapenos in little plastic cups. And I'm so disappointed because they're so gross. They're not good at all.
Yeah. I wonder why they did that. I wonder if it was like a health thing or what.
I wonder if it's like a cut back on plastic thing.
Maybe.
Or I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing. No?
Yeah. I would think it'd more
guess.
be a health thing, like, oh, we don't know like
Yeah,
how
the
you guys are
hands.
touching them and stuff. Yeah.
I guess. But I was fine with it.
Yeah. Looks like you're just gonna have to package your own and take them.
Yep.
Yep.
Get a whole one, just like popcorn and then bite up
Yeah.
jalapeno.
Do what you gotta do.
Popcorn, jalapeno.
You crazy spicy girl.
Yeah.
I started playing Beat Saber again, been using my headset a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm just so good. But I was like, I appreciate when people are down to like keep playing with me even if they keep losing.
Wait, who are you beating so bad?
Oh, just like whoever, because you just queue up in a random.
Oh, like online?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you
dude.
meant like your sister or one of your friends or
No,
something.
dude. I was gonna say I know one friend. I'm gonna actually message them and say, "Yo, we still need to play Beat Saber."
Right.
But
the
like,
actual competitor.
I don't know. We've never even played
okay,
together,
okay.
but yeah, I just know that they do play it. So
Has anyone given you a run for your money yet?
no, not that I know personally. Sometimes when I go online, I do run into some people and like, see, I just like, it's crazy because like when I play with someone and they're doing so well, I'm like, wow, these people are so cool. I was like, and I'll message them and I'll be like, hey, like, how are you how are you beating me by so much or whatever? And they like give me little tips and tricks and I just like get so inspired by them. And there's these two women that in my whole like years of playing Beat Saber that I've ran into, and every time I would play them, they would always be top in like the whole out of the 5 people playing for like rounds and rounds. And I kept queuing up with them on separate occasions. So we ended up batting each other and then all 3 of us were together. And then we just kind of became friends. I was like, so I'm going to hit them up and see if they all want to play. They're so good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds so like so much fun.
I know. I was like, and it's always interesting because there's like no parties, like party chat. And like I was just talking to someone about it, and they're like, "That's crazy. Why don't they?" And I was like, "Cause you'd be playing." And I hear like, you're like people like being out of breath, like
that's so funny.
And they were like, "Yeah, but they should do it at least in between." I was like, "Yeah, they should. That would be really cool."
So
Just
why'd you fuck that up?
You freaking loser.
No, I'm just kidding. But that'd be cool. That's pretty cool though that you guys have connected and there's like a small community or whatever of people who
and
are
like
very good or whatever.
Yeah, I ran into one girl last night that like after I'd been winning, me and her were like tying, and then she started to win a little more, and I'd already been playing for like 2, 3, almost 3 hours, I think. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get off. But it was just so nice to be able to play with someone who was like a match for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the best.
Yeah. So I like stayed on a little bit
being
longer.
a winner all the time.
Yeah.
It's nice at the first, but then it's like,
yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm this good.
It's exhausting.
I also played, I downloaded Splitgate too.
I don't know what that is.
It's like I don't know, I just played the tutorial and played like a few rounds with some friends. We were playing like arcade mode, so there's just like different game modes. But basically the main game is like a quad royale type thing, but there's like portals in it, and yeah, it's kind of interesting. I like need to play it more to figure out like the portal shit better and like moving around the maps and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, nice. Yeah. That sounds cool.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. I think that's all the games I've played recently. Yeah, besides you and me, we got to get back on Overcooked and play some more.
I know. I was thinking about that.
So you know what I was thinking? It's cool because you know how we both have it on a save file? Do you think it saves? Oh, I wonder how that works. Like if we would play on your save file here, and then when I get back, would it still keep us on the progress that we've done on yours?
Well, then does that mean that you could hypothetically play by yourself and it would also save the progress?
That's what I'm wondering, because it's just like a load slot. Because I have one.
You'd find out.
I have my own load slot that's yours and mine, and then I have one that's mine and my sister's and her partner's.
Yeah.
That we play on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. We could find out.
Yeah. Oh, there's also a wait, is the Barbie game the one that you create your little city that you were telling me about, or is it a different one? Because I was trying to find a co-op for me and my sister to play, but she's just so anti video games. And I was like, this one seems okay. We're trying to find like a 2-player. And then I had downloaded it, and I didn't even get to play it because then she's like, Sissy, let's just watch TV. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's that one.
Is it cute though?
I haven't got too deep into it, but it was cute to me.
Okay.
It's kind of super simple.
Yeah.
At first,
I would assume so. Yeah.
But yeah. I have recently come into a new term that apparently is becoming more popular amongst the working class.
Oh yes, tell me about it.
It's called quiet
quitting? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's actually quiet cracking, which seems to be coming before quiet quitting.
Oh, okay.
Or for people who are not sure if they should be quiet quitting.
Interesting. So tell me, what does that mean?
So it's like according to like Google, it's a state of subtle internal dissatisfaction and disengagement among employees at work where they feel undervalued and uncertain about their future with the company, despite continuing to perform their duties. It's a gradual erosion of workplace satisfaction, often going unnoticed by managers until it significantly impacts productivity and morale.
Wow.
Which I feel like if you talk to your friends and stuff, maybe not all of them, and, you know, thank God for them at least, like that they don't have to deal with it. For the friends that do, I feel like right now there's like a heavy amount of people that feel that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Where they're like, well, it's like my job and I can't really just like hop into a new thing right
Yeah,
now.
and like a lot of it, it's like I make such good money here, I can't go
Yeah,
anywhere
or I
else.
need this for the medication, for my
Or it's like right
medication.
next to my house, or this is,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like for whatever reasons, you can't necessarily just like find a new spot to
Yeah.
go work. And it's like you just have to deal with the fact that like you're unappreciated or whatever. So you start feeling like, does it even matter if I'm like good at my job? Does it even matter if like I'm really here?
Yeah.
But then like, yeah, and it's kind of like, and then when everyone starts feeling like that, it definitely like obviously the whole vibe is off.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really interesting to like come upon and then also be able to like see that in day to day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that is kind of like a thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty interesting.
Very interesting. I saw something earlier today about hummingbirds and how they've
Ooh,
evolved over 10 years,
let me know.
specifically the ones on our like California West Coast area
Okay.
because of the what are they called, the little feeders?
The hummingbird feeders.
Yeah, is that okay? I don't know if they have like a different
I
name or
think.
anything. But yeah, I was like, their beaks
Let me know.
over time have gotten longer and bigger because to fit the little, you know how the
Holes.
little holes, how they're so like
Is it because they're narrow or
narrow,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I guess for the men, theirs are also pointier for like fighting around them because they like squabble up at the
Oh
feeders with more
shit.
guys.
Fencing? Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, the other Anna's hummingbirds around the other like
Uh-huh.
places in the world haven't evolved because there's not as many feeders where they are.
I see.
And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's so interesting. And that's just like a study that's been over the last decade.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I
I
was
love
like,
little
cute little
hummingbirds.
guys.
Hummingbirds are very cool.
Yes, yes.
One of the more marvelous creatures, I think.
Yeah.
Being so tiny and like literally everything in their body is so so small.
Yeah.
Their hearts, everything, so small. Lungs, so small. Wings have to beat so fast to
Yeah. I
fly.
know. I always see like people like, there's no way we're not in a simulation. Think about hummingbirds. Ain't no way those tiny wings will keep with that bird.
They're so cute. They go
Yeah.
so fast. They have to just keep going. They have to eat all the time. They're just
Yes.
so cute too. Oh, the way that their feathers are.
Yeah.
Just what an amazing creature, you know?
Yes.
Grateful for hummingbird.
Yes. Uh, I guess since it's a new month and you technically covered your little goals, I'll
Yeah.
go over mine. I've been sleeping a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
So tired. When I sleep, I feel so tired. And I don't get it.
Have you been staying hydrated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I just hate it. Like every time I try to sleep more, I just get so exhausted. I feel so sleepy. I just like, I'm always tired. I was like,
Every
ain't
time
no
you're
way.
tired, you feel exhausted?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like if that makes sense, um like instead of waking up rested, I feel so tired and exhausted
Mm,
instead of rested
yeah.
if I sleep more than whatever hours. But then
Sure.
if I do my like regular short hours, I feel great.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't
Because a
know.
nap is definitely called a power nap for a reason. But like sleeping, your body's trying to catch up to all the sleep you haven't gotten yet. It's like, okay, thank God she's sleeping. Let's try to keep her down.
They're
Let's try to
like,
keep her
don't.
down.
This is all we only get her like
She
once a
might never
year,
go
once or
back.
twice a
You
year.
know, you
And my
know.
body's like, go, go, go. My like, well, it's funny too because I just saw like a TikTok the other day and it was like, have you guys done your vacation nap yet? And then they're like, right, you guys all do your vacation nap, right?
What's that?
And then the guy's like, it's when you take time off for like about a week and you just sleep. And he's like, because you know you're not getting enough sleep and like that people do that and it like helps their body a lot to like sleep for a week.
Yeah,
And I
I
was like,
bet,
oh.
dude.
I was like, we're gonna have to start hibernating.
That's pretty lit. But it's
Yeah.
also fucked that people put themselves or have to put themselves in
Yeah.
situations that make them so unable to get rest
Yeah.
and then end up having to catch up later. It's just messed up, man. I
Yeah.
wish we could just all rest.
When we wanted to.
Yes. And
Yeah.
but
Unrelated, every time I look at that front bottoms cover, it reminds me of the sister in Hereditary.
oh my God.
Every time
That is so funny.
every time I look over at it, that's just what I think of, and then I just think of her head hitting the pole and falling off.
Yeah, that is so funny. Little ants.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, how have you been doing with this heat?
It's the worst to me. I my body is struggling to regulate temperature, so I've been sweating a lot more, and it's something I've not done in the past, and
I
I
was gonna say
really
that's
fucking hate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's why you're glowing though. You're like
What do you mean?
you look like you just been in a sauna all day, you know what I mean?
No,
You got
I
that
look
like
nasty
sauna
right
glow.
now,
No,
actually. That's crazy that she's saying that. I look crazy right now.
no, not
But
crazy.
but
I just meant like your skin looks clear. You look a little more glowy, you know, like sweating out your impurities or whatever.
my thighs like rub
Ugh,
and then it's
that's
all
annoying.
sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
And then like, cause whatever, when I'm lounging around the house, I'm not wearing a bra or whatever.
Yeah.
And I get that
Boob
sweat. It like
Yeah.
builds up and then you feel it drip. And you're like,
Have you
ugh.
seen they're like the like kind of, I feel like it's microfiber towel material, and you like cup it over one of your boobs and then it goes around your necks and it
Oh,
scoops
I
onto the other
have
boob.
seen
And like they're like,
those.
these are great for boob sweat, like get these, like people like rave about them. So
But see, I don't like things going around my neck because I feel like it weighs me down on my neck, especially if it's wrapped around my yits.
maybe you could do it like so it doesn't go around your neck and it goes around your back, kind of like a tube top, like pulls. I don't know.
I feel like that'd be hard unless you had like tape or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. Good suggestion, though.
Good suggestion. Or like, I don't know if you've ever seen the like, it's like a sponge type thing that like goes right under your boob to absorb the
No,
sweat.
that's
I've
crazy.
seen them before. I don't know if it was like a troll thing, but I was like, this is wild. But yeah.
I just thought about having to wear a bra and having a bunch of boobs. That sounds
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was so hot on Monday. Dude, I was like sleeping all day. I like made it so dark in my house and I was like had the AC running and it was like not getting cold enough, and like that's a recurring thing with some of my friends who were talking about it, and they're like, dude, my AC was not getting as cold as I'd like it to. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty ridiculous. And then I'll go outside, I still want to go outside.
Yeah.
But putting on sunscreen, everyone. Don't forget your
Dude, yeah.
sunscreen,
And don't forget to
please.
reapply, guys.
Yes,
And
if
I guess
you
if you
sweat or you get wet.
yeah, I was gonna say if you really can't, at least putting it on once, at least you got one layer of defense.
Yeah, just remember if you're sweating and you get wet, that shit's gone. You might
Yeah.
get like little
Yeah.
drippy sunburns that look like
Yeah.
little drips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
There is
know.
some more effective ones for that, but you still have to reapply them. I think it's like every 50 minutes or 80 if you don't do any swimming or extreme sweating.
Or something. Check the bottles always and
Yeah, the UV has been so high. Oh my gosh. And at work, our freaking blower at the warehouse that blows the AC through the building is broken.
oh
So
yeah.
this past work week was so gross and sticky.
They've been like putting swamp coolers
Yeah, they
around the warehouse, like these really, really big ones.
yeah,
but
which
they
I'm like
also
grateful for, because like if not, it would probably be so
it would be
gross
the
in there.
worst. We would be unworkable. It'd be
Yeah.
unworkable.
Yeah, because it's still super hot with them in there, and just like super humid.
It's so humid, it's disgusting. And
And
some of the
sticky.
areas I feel like aren't getting air, so
Yeah.
it
Well,
gets so hot.
and I'm pretty sure I counted. I think we have 5 of them that they're renting.
Okay.
And like they said that they'll accommodate, and like they've been trying to move them around to find better spots. I feel like towards the end of the work week, they had the spots way better than like the original setup that they had during the week.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like a 3-week waiting period for whatever parts. And like, I just really hope it is like a 3-week period because sometimes like they'll be saying stuff and it's a lot longer than they're like,
I hope it's shorter.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But at least what
I was
they
like,
say
when we were
now.
waiting this one part for a machine, like that was supposed to be like a few weeks and it was like 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
They should get those industrial fans too. And
yeah.
just pop those around.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe it blow things away.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
know. I didn't
Yeah.
think
We also
about
have
that.
like a bunch of product everywhere that can get blown away.
But that's what I was thinking about swamp coolers because it uses water. Is that boosting the humidity crazy?
So, I do a weekly measuring on our substrate, and the humidity actually was all within specs, luckily. So it's not, I feel like they're not placed directly by the paper. So that's kind of been helping.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
it is a concern. But the temperature on all the paper was so high.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was like funny because like I hadn't like I skimmed over the email that went out, and then like a bunch of the engineers that I work with and stuff were out there, and they're like in long sleeves, and it's so hot, and I was like, why are you guys all in long sleeves? And they're like, oh, it's so cold in the offices, and I'm like, oh.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
They're the only ones, that's why. So it's all directing to that one spot.
Just like both of the offices, and the break room seems so nice. Every time I like walk in there, I'm like, ooh.
I still feel like the lunchroom isn't as good as it could be. It doesn't feel like.
I don't know. It's just so hot outside of the lunchroom.
Yeah, I feel like
so
maybe because the
good.
door keeps getting opened and stuff.
Yeah.
It just like, ugh. But
Yeah,
it's been miserable for me. I hate it.
Yeah, towards the end of our shift on the last day we worked, I feel like it was really nice in the lunchroom, but also I feel like a lot of people had left already, so there wasn't maybe as many people using it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I painted recently. I painted a glittery pink waterscape with beautiful flowers around it.
Okay.
As part of my art making. I haven't made anything digital recently, but I have sketched some cartoon stuff, and
nice.
I painted that, and I was like over a course of a couple days, so I just like I'm taking my time also.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like, just more chill.
That's cool. That's cool. I know I've been trying to be more chill also.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like trying not to like have some time off this week, so I'm trying like not to do anything.
Okay.
Which I've been doing kind of good at. Yeah.
And you love it?
Yeah, it's just hard. I always feel like, oh my God, I could be doing so much more, or like, oh, I could be using this time to like make extra money, or I don't know.
Do you end up enjoying your time though?
I guess. I don't know. It's the guilt thing's always hard to like be like, oh, it's okay to rest or whatever.
Yeah.
Easier said to other people than to yourself for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been nice. Been trying to, I guess, like, I slept most of Monday kind of, and then was up with my friend most of last night, so kind of like napped on and off today and ran some errands in between. I helped one of my coworkers. It was like kind of out of the blue. I got a call from them, and I was like, I wonder if this is a butt dial. And then they sent me a message and was like, oh, like, give me a call when you get a chance. And then they called right after, and I was like, after they had just called and sent the message. So then I was like, oh, I feel like I should answer because like it's a double call.
Yeah.
And they left a voicemail and a text message. So I called, and then it's an older person that works with me, and they're like, I'm stressing out. I broke my glasses. I need help ordering some. So they had called to see if I could just help them order some off of online, off of like a website, that they have like the cheaper alternative options online.
Yeah.
So I was putting in the order on the website, And then at the end, after putting in their prescription, it asks for the PD, which is the pupillary distance between their pupils. So I had to see them in person today so I could measure the millimeters between their pupils.
And what was it?
70.
Wow.
Yeah, mine are 63. Which actually on the Oculus, my VR headset that I use the MetaQuest 2. You do move they have 3 settings for your little eye things.
Oh yeah, I remember when you had me doing them.
Yeah.
So
that's measuring the PD as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense why eyeglasses would need that.
Yeah. I saw this thing. I don't know if it's true because I didn't fact check it. But it was just like a quick little headline too, so I didn't even read it.
What?
But it stated that a Fortnite cheater now owes Epic Games $175,000 after getting caught cheating, and he's banned from ever playing the game again.
How do you cheat?
I did. I just said, yeah.
Well, I don't know if like someone commented or something, but I just like can't imagine. Well, it's funny because every time I've loaded in so far, I get that screen that says buying and selling Fortnite accounts is against the policy or whatever, and you will be banned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. So I wonder if like they could counter sue something. Maybe it's like that, like, oh,
Yeah.
you sold all this product that you had on your account to somebody else. This is what it's worth. Now you owe us.
Oh, okay.
What?
It says cheating in a cash cup is wild. So I don't know. I didn't look it up, but the cash cups are the tournaments.
Stuff. Yeah, I was
Fortnite
like, when are we gonna
does,
do it? I don't know what that is though. How do you even enter?
You have to go through. So they have a few days where they'll do like preliminaries, and you have to like get a score. And I've played a few. I've gotten not that far because people are hella good, but
yeah.
You have to hit so many points by whatever, and then you get to move to the next phase, and then you keep going, and then like after whatever, you make it into the cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were cheating at it.
I guess I don't know. That was just what that one comment said.
Wow.
But crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Another comment said, not them trying to make back some of that settlement money.
Wait, where they get sued?
Just the remember I told you the other day if you did your little settlement?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Just because like they said that before, that like people could accidentally like purchase stuff all the time, like that it was really easy to purchase stuff, and that like they purposely made it hard to get a refund or say that you accidentally purchased something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just like paying people out on that.
Okay.
Yeah, which varies, and I think you have until July 9th to submit it.
Have you gotten paid?
I haven't yet, but my brother got 200 and another friend got 55.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you guys play Fortnite, why not?
Yeah.
Get some free money.
I wonder if they'll give me money for them banning me for no reason.
Maybe.
For all the stuff I had on that account. It's lost now.
Lost now.
I wonder.
Dang. Doesn't hurt to try. So like your account's just unbanned now or what?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing with it.
Yeah, but did they get to you or it just worked one day?
It just worked one day. I don't know, when was like, I'm gonna try and log in, and then it was like, welcome, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was literally like, okay, I guess here I am.
Yeah,
and I'm like a Fortnite master.
Wow, who would have thunk?
Maybe that's why I got banned in the first place.
They're like, she's cheating. She has to be.
Good.
Gonna get into the word of the day?
Yeah, please.
Our word of the day is galumph.
Galumph.
To galumph is to move in a loud and clumsy way. I could hear them galumphing around the attic in search of the old family photos.
Galumphing.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fun word, galumph.
Galumph, yes.
Galumph. It kind of sounds like a made-up character or something.
Yeah, or like a fake word.
The galumph.
Dun, dun,
That's a great idea for
For a book?
character.
And then he'll
Glumph.
move that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be
Yeah.
cute. I am tabbing over to our slang and trending, and you will not believe what number 1 is.
What?
It's tech neck. Something we covered on this pod last year, like in our first few episodes. I'm pretty sure
ahead of
we're
the curve.
so on it. We're so on it. We're just so.
And
You're welcome, guys.
And I today had to actively combat that with my younger sister.
Good.
I was like, no, we're not having that around
No
here.
tech necks here.
Put that neck back.
And if you guys haven't listened to that episode, go back and find it because I don't remember which one it is. But tech neck is neck pain caused by hunching over one's phone or computer.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, like, you've probably definitely seen people doing this in public. You've probably done it yourself.
Yes.
You know, like, it's pretty common.
Yeah, and it was like a pretty interesting episode. Literally, it was episode number 3, guys.
That's so crazy.
And for that post, there's Kung Fu Panda 3 because Des went to go see that movie.
Yeah.
And then I have a little diagram because if you listen to the episode, I get into more detail about how the degree of your neck makes your head so much heavier.
Yeah.
So when you're at 0 degrees, it's 10 to 12 pounds. When you're at a 15-degree angle, it's 27 pounds. When you're at a 30-degree angle, it's 40 pounds. At a 45-degree angle, it's 49. And then at a 60-degree angle, it's 60 pounds. And that's like basically you looking down at your phone, like with like the most forward your neck would basically go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And there's issues with people's necks not having a natural S curve anymore. So, yeah, you guys should go check out episode 3.
And check out if you're slumping and sit back up.
Yeah.
Put your shoulders back.
Yeah. When I like use my phone or anything, I always like hold my phone out.
Yeah.
Straight ahead. And like when I first started doing that years ago, I remember like people would always think I'm trying to like take a picture of them or record them. And I'm like, no, I just don't want bad posture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tech neck, guys, watch out.
Do you think if you held it closer up instead of like out, that they wouldn't think that? Or you think they'd still think that?
I don't know. It hasn't happened in years. People are probably over themselves now.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays you're like, what are you doing? What are you? I'm recording you.
Even if people wanted to say something, they wouldn't because they know that then the chances of them being posted is higher.
Yeah. I'm like, no, if I'm taking a picture of you, it's definitely discreet.
That's so funny. You would not know.
Des had showed me a little video clip and it's this guy and he's like, caught my friend cheating, and then they're like and it's like the angle from his side and he's like taking a bunch of pictures on his phone and you just see him like tapping
he's, like, pretending to be on a phone call, so it's like up by his ear,
and then the camera pans to the other side at the table with the people that are cheating and the flashes just keep hitting him from the pictures getting taken.
So funny.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was in high school and me and my friend were like driving somewhere or doing something and I was driving and she was on my passenger and like we were about to turn and there was like this girl, like a car in front of us with a bunch of girls that were also probably like high school age, and there was a car in front of us waiting to go, but the light was red, and then like you just see a huge flash go off and they were trying to take pictures of the girls in the car and then it sped off after.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. So
I feel like ew. I don't know. Have you ever had any other like really shitty situations like with people in cars? Like catcalling? Have you ever been catcalled?
Okay, I was catcalled only when I was a little girl all the time, like a young teenager or like yeah. And then as soon as I hit 18, these creeps don't even like.
Yeah, I feel like the only time I remember being catcalled, I was literally in high school.
Yeah, dude, like guys are gross.
sophomore or something.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Definitely gives us the ick, which is slang word number 2.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, ick.
Ick. In number 3, we have crash out. And in number 4, we have house. In number 5, we have soft launch.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I guess with that being said, have a great day, great evening, and good night.
Bye.